everyone. I'm Julie.
And I'm Genny with a G. We're cousins and best friends
who live on opposite ends of the country. So we decided to start a podcast. Welcome to Get Funny. We were doing pretty well with our schedule, kind of.
Yes.
And then things happened. So
yeah, life be lifing.
It truly do be doing that. So listeners, today we are not going to talk about a movie. I mean, maybe we will. I don't know where life will take us, but we're not going to talk about a specific movie because we did not watch one.
Yeah, sorry, y'all.
So you'll be all right.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's fine.
So for those of you who are like, "Oh, I always skip the movie," then this is your episode.
This is for you.
Have you been?
I've been okay. If it were 2 hours ago, I would be like, I've been great. Now I have cramps, and now I'm not happy.
I was like, what happened in 2 hours? Oh, no.
Cramps, so it is ruining my whole day.
Do you have a heating pad?
I do. I have to get it. It's just like all those techniques. So you have to go do it. And I'm like, oh, I have to find it. I have to plug it in.
Plug it in, yeah. Sit with it while it, hits your...
Adjust it for work. Then I'm like, where's my pain medicine? I don't know where that is. I feel like I play a game on myself every month. Put it somewhere that's convenient, and then I lose it.
Maybe you should start leaving yourself a note in your phone. I've had to start doing that for things because I misplace things a lot. So I don't do it enough, but I don't do this technique enough. But when I do, I'm like, I feel so happy because I'll just go to my notes app and search for the thing. And it'll be like, 2 months ago, you put your passport here. There's your passport.
Oh, see, I know where those things are, but...
Okay, well,
you're right.
It was just an example. Okay?
It is. It's fine. I mean, that's a good way to put it. That's a great note. But it's just so irresponsible to not know where the ibuprofen is. You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
Yeah.
I feel like that should be where it's always supposed to be, in the pantry.
Yeah, it should be, but we are not...
We're
people
not
who do things that we should be doing. So, I don't know.
We're not should be people.
Remember?
So I thought about you.
Oh, okay.
I saw some Crocs on a TikTok and I was like, ooh, would Julie like these Crocs?
I actually I meant to send this to you and I forgot. I don't remember if it was like an Instagram or TikTok or something, but I was looking at like nail stuff and someone did a Croc manicure and the nails are Crocs and they did little gibbets charms.
Oh my
which
God.
I think the thing I hate the most about Crocs is that they call those little charms gibbets. I hate that. I don't like that word. Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
as a Crocs girl,
maybe I will. You know what? I got those Croc sandals that I told you I was taking to Mexico, and they're comfortable. I'm keeping them.
Oh wow! Look at that. Tell us about Mexico.
It's a waterproof shoe. Mexico is good. I want to go back to like actually spend more time, enjoying the resort and the sun and stuff. We had such a big group, and so much of the activities were focused on like not necessarily resort stuff that like I feel like I didn't get to soak it all up as much as I wanted to, but that's what happens when you go on a big bachelorette party trip.
When's the wedding for the bachelorette?
It's in September.
Okay.
When one Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter, I'm sorry. When she announced her tour, I was like immediately looking at LA and it was September 2nd, I think was the day she announced.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, oh no, I think that's when my friend's getting married. And so I had to double check because we hadn't gotten to save the dates yet. And so I was like, hey girl, just checking. When's your wedding again? And she was like, yeah, it's September 2nd. And so I was like, okay, well, do not ever question whether or not I love you because I will give up going to see Beyonce. And then, of course, this bitch being Beyonce,
such language.
I say it with love, okay? She ends up announcing like 2 or 3 more shows in LA for that weekend after my friends and I had already started looking at going somewhere else. So it was a whole thing. But yeah, if I'm giving up Beyonce for someone's wedding, that's how you know that I care about them.
I just think that wedding venues should be okay with changing dates if Beyonce has
This is
announced.
also
Like,
true. Yeah, yeah. I think people should be more flexible with their wedding dates.
yeah.
Like,
So,
but
I mean, if
you
they
know
could
what? It's
move,
fine.
they'd move Bad Bunny's concert a whole 24 hours later. I think weddings could move a wedding 24 hours later.
Which
Just
is
saying.
that was insane, by the way.
It
I bet.
really was. It
So weird.
actually very, very inconvenient for a lot of people who didn't even get the message because
Yeah.
they didn't announce it. They didn't send a message to people. I actually was the announcer for most people. They didn't know.
They just told you and you spread it around the greater Atlanta
Yeah.
area.
And
You know,
TikTok, so
and TikTok. Um, I have been wondering this for a while, and you may not have the answer, but you know how like ticket reselling is such a big thing, like people buy tickets and they can't go and whatever, and like when we went to see Bad Bunny, we got the tickets from a third party or whatever. Um, so what happens if, for instance, that artist cancels the date or whatever the show and is like, sorry, we're canceling the tour, we're giving everyone refunds, but they don't, like, let's say Ticketmaster doesn't know that you bought the ticket, that you now have the ticket, right? You know what I mean? I guess Ticketmaster does do the transfer thing, so maybe they, but if you're just buying it like a physical ticket, how
mhm.
who gets, there's a world in which the person who originally bought the ticket gets the refund and gets paid for selling the ticket to someone else. You know what I mean?
There could be a world like that, yes.
It
But
feels
you're
shitty.
right. It could be that there is a transfer thing that you put on there, but I don't know. I mean, I usually go to concerts like as a guest of somebody, and then the off chance that I work with you and you're our ticket handler. So that's about it.
Wow. Okay. So she really just said, I don't perform labor. Okay. Okay.
That's not my ministry.
Wow. Okay. What is your ministry?
I am here to provide joy, and whatever brings me joy
See, that's what,
allows others to
you
do
know
stuff
what,
for me.
you know what?
Whatever.
I knew you were gonna say I'm here to provide joy, because I'm here to provide joy is the classic like I don't want to do shit excuse that people give you. Like, well, I'm here for the vibes. I provide the vibe. No, that's bullshit, and that's a cop out, and it's lazy. And
Everybody has a role. You are logistics and
no,
follow through. I am vibes and joy. I don't. Everybody has a role. I can't do both. If we were both laboring to find tickets, what would be the point? That's too much work. That's too much energy. When you
I
can
feel
center
like
all your energy doing that, finding the
no,
tickets, talking to Zeke Geek or
no.
whatever it's called, or Tick Pick or whatever. I don't even know the names of these things. You are doing the service to the world by working in our name. I am doing
I
service to the world
no.
by providing you joy. Look how
I
beautiful
feel
you look. Go
no,
ahead,
no,
lips, cut
no,
through
no, 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 no.
glasses.
Don't. First
Look
of
at
all,
that hair. You look
stop it. Stop
beautiful.
it. I
I
think
love
that that is a
you.
fundamental. This isn't just
I
about you, by the way. This
love
is all the
you.
people like you who do this, because that assumes that people who do logistics cannot also provide joy and like
You,
bring good
you
vibes.
can.
They're not mutually exclusive.
You provide joy by getting the tickets. You
No.
acquire the tickets.
Also,
Henceforth, bring
you
me
know what?
joy. Now I'm more joyful to provide you more joy.
Sometimes people who do logistic things want to also just be vibing, but they
Right, right, right,
can't,
right.
because if they don't do the logistics, nothing would get done. And that is stressful.
As somebody who also does it too, when it comes to concerts, I'm not going to be the person, but I do logistics for 100 other things.
I
This
know.
one is not mine, so it'll be all right.
You know,
Honestly, if I don't do it, it won't get done, and it's better if I do it. Honestly,
in
it's just
what
how I feel.
regard?
In the regard of doing the things
It,
that I'm doing.
I was like, so not in our relationship.
Oh no, you got to do it in our relationship.
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm.
have to do the ticket stuff. Come
I'm gonna
on.
have to cut if I publish this, and I mean I probably will, because let's be real. Richard is gonna listen to this. Hi, Richard, and he is going to be so mad at you for
Why?
saying this, because we were literally just having this conversation yesterday, not about concerts, but about um like he's trying to maybe do something with a group or whatever, and he is like, if I don't plan it, nobody else is going to do it, so I have to be the one who looks up the restaurants and does the things and whatever. And like, that's not fun, because then what happens sometimes is some people will sort of wash their hands of like, I don't want to plan, I don't want to do anything, but then they complain about the thing, and it's like, well, you can't do both.
No, you can't do both.
So
So I
he's going to
plan
be
it
real triggered
because
by this conversation.
I plan it because I love to plan, and it does give me
Again, where is this loving to plan?
when you do the tickets. That's your job. I'm
Shut
still gonna put that.
up.
But everything else, I love to plan. When I go to visit you, you're showing me your world. I want to be part of your world. But when you're part of my world, I'll plan it. We're gonna go to Costco when you come here. You know this. I'm gonna find all the Costco locations. I'm gonna make sure we get there on time from
I
opening to close.
thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just wild. I was listening to a podcast. Shout out to the Normal Gossip podcast. If anyone isn't
Mm.
listening, I highly recommend it. It's literally just a podcast where it's about small time gossip. So people will like write in and share anonymous stories, and the host will share it with a guest who's usually like a comedian or like another podcaster or whatever, and they discuss it. And so the one from this week was about some like drama that went down at someone's wedding weekend. It involves a hair straightener getting stolen, possibly, or
No.
misplaced,
Oh
possibly as a
no.
way to sabotage a stepmother, that sort of like thing.
No.
But in this story, the bride kept being described as a chill bride. And the guests on the
Mm.
podcast were people who are very much spreadsheet brides, for like very
Okay,
logistical. And they
gotcha.
were so pissed. They're like, you can't just say you're a chill bride if you just expect other people to do everything
Ooh.
for you.
Ooh.
But I will say, what ended up happening is the bride did end up being a chill bride. None of the drama was focused around her, but other people in her like wedding party and her family, they were not chill, and they felt like, okay, well, we need to figure out where to put the boutonnieres. And the bride's like, I literally don't care, but they had like a panic about it. um but I think that some people can be chill, like brides and stuff, but then the ultimate like closing of the argument from the spreadsheet brides were like, yes, you can be a chill bride, but it's shitty to be like, hey guys, my guests, come to my wedding weekend, go out of town. This was an out of town wedding. Rent this house with me. And because I'm so chill, I'm not going to double check to make sure that there's any sort of like amenities. Like they didn't have coffee at the Airbnb. They didn't have like all sorts of things. And it's like, yeah, there's chill, but then there's also like being a dick to people who are going out of their way to celebrate you. Like I feel like you should want to put in work into those logistics to like make their experience comfortable, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there's always the guest experience is much more important. Some people are just very
Some
rude
people
and
don't
very
care.
selfish. Yeah. They just
Yeah.
don't care.
I'm like,
And they
I
just don't
understand.
think about it. Like, for instance, I would say for one instance, I'm very good at a lot of things and trying to make sure people feel comfortable, but I don't drink coffee regularly. So to me, that's not something that I think about like, oh, you should have coffee. You should have multiple different coffees. Like, I don't think about that. But then I'd be like, oh, now that I realized it, now that it has been caught why don't we just go get some coffee from Dunkin' or some place that sells coffee? You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's the worst.
Yeah, I have to be in charge of my own coffee when I go travel places, because I don't even care. I'm like, if you don't have coffee, I'm gonna Airbnb it. I'm gonna Postmates it. I'm gonna do something, Uber Eats it, whatever the fuck. Like, we're not about to play because I hate this.
Coffee
But
is real
certainly, if people are
serious.
spending all this money to support you, like, yeah, you want to be chill for yourself and like not stress yourself out. I get that. But that doesn't mean you just like wash your hands of it and you're like, oh, is there no running water here? My bad. Like,
The extremes out there.
stop
Hell
being so
no.
selfish, people.
Yeah, stop being selfish, people.
Um,
Especially if you're not going to even bring joy. Ill, stop.
okay, I personally think that bringing joy is not enough of a contribution, but I need a haircut again. Why does my hair
Stop
grow?
cutting your hair. You're going to end
Okay,
up having no hair as much as you
that's
cut
not
it.
how hair works. What? Shut up. What a weird. Are you my mom, like giving an old wives' tale? Like, if you keep cutting your hair, it's not going to grow. What? So, any hoozle, we have been recording for a while. Should I move on and read some Am I the Assholes for our listeners and us?
Let's.
I don't know. So, there's a birthday one, and I was like, or a birthday party one. So I just clicked on it because, I'm having a birthday party tomorrow.
Your birthday party.
So, am I the asshole for canceling my boyfriend's birthday party after he failed to show up on time? Okay.
Let's see.
It was my 26 female boyfriend's 30 male birthday last month. We didn't spend it together because he was away with family. So I decided to organize him a birthday party with a couple of his friends. Everything was settled, the place, the time, everything. Maybe 3 hours before we needed to leave for the party, he got a call from a colleague asking if he could come help him with something at work, and my boyfriend accepted. He promised he'd be back in time for the party. We were supposed to leave at 7:30 p.m., but he wasn't there, so I tried calling. He didn't pick up. So I left a voicemail saying I was leaving for the party and he needed to join me there. By 9 p.m., everyone was there, but not my boyfriend. We all waited for him, but at 10, as he still hadn't arrived or given any news, his friends started leaving one by one, and I decided to cancel the party altogether. I texted my boyfriend, party canceled, everyone went home, and so did I. When he came home an hour later, we had a fight and he left. I didn't know where he went to until his mom texted me saying that I was horrible for what I did and that he was going to stay at her place for a while. I do feel bad because I know he was really excited about the party. That's it.
I feel like I missed something. Hold on. It was a surprise party.
It was not a surprise party.
Okay. So that's where I'm missing something. He gets called into work and he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Then he doesn't come back. So the
Mm-hmm.
people start leaving the party.
Yes.
And so she's like, okay, everybody leave. And he comes back an hour after the party.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's mad. And his mom texts this lady.
Yes. He ran away to his mom, a 30-year-old man, by the way. I just want to, from the title, it sounds like this person thinks they canceled the party. It's not canceling the party if you actually had the party and people showed up.
Yeah.
And then the birthday boy, the guest of honor, did not show up, so then people left. That's not canceling. That's just a consequence of not showing up to a party and not providing any sort of like updates like, hey guys, I'm on my way, or like, sorry, I'm going to be late, but have extra drinks on me. Like, nothing.
And it wasn't a surprise.
It wasn't a surprise.
So,
he was really excited about the party. Further on in the comments, the commenters are like, what is his job that he has to run at short notice? Because the poster says, yeah, he often does go out to help colleagues, and sometimes they go out for drinks after, but usually he texts to warn me. And apparently he works as a mechanic, but wasn't supposed to work at all that day. They allowed him to take the day off. And
I mean,
no, he has another girlfriend.
Certainly that's job security if they keep calling you for all the problems. But there has to be a boundary.
Yeah, you didn't cancel the party. That's really weird. He definitely has some sort of side piece, probably. I think he has a girlfriend. But his mom needs to get out of this business because
I don't understand. What? How do you get mad? You didn't go to the party. Like,
I know. Like,
that wasn't
none of this
wasn't a surprise party. You knew about it. This is the part, because I'm like, if it was a surprise party, he didn't know.
Yes, that's different.
Tell people. But Nah, dude, this is a you thing. No.
Very, very red flags. It's so weird. Okay, well, that was simple and straightforward. What else do we have? Ooh, we'll see. Okay, this doesn't sound good. Am I the asshole for shaving my niece's hair off? I feel like there's no
Uh oh.
situation. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, I'll try to keep this short. My sister has a daughter and she is 4 years old. Lexi, the daughter, has super curly hair and needs her hair to be taken care of constantly. My sister's husband ended up in the hospital, and so she has been a wreck. He has only been out a week, but she is destroyed and stopped brushing Lexi's hair. I was visiting with some pre made meals and noticed the house and Lexi's hair was a mess. My sister wasn't doing well, so I offered to take Lexi for a bit so she can focus on her husband. I tried to fix her hair. It's just matted. I couldn't fix it. I went to a hair salon to see if they could fix it, but it would be $50 an hour for them to brush out her hair. My sister wasn't picking up, so we had her head shaved the next day. I sent pictures when it was done, and that finally got her to respond. It resulted in a huge argument with her saying, "How dare I do that?" and me pointing out that I wouldn't have had to if she had brushed her daughter's hair. Um, to make the timeline clearer, I got Lexi on Tuesday morning, went to the salon on Wednesday, and then did the cut today. I don't know what day today is. Thursday. Oh, yeah, it's today. She had 3 days to respond to all the calls and texts. This didn't happen in an hour. Lexi was fine with it. Her head was hurting, and yes, we tried everything we could to get it out. Not to mention, I called my sister and texted her multiple times and waited a whole day after the salon visit. It was painful. I wasn't going to leave her in pain since her mom wouldn't pick up. Oh boy. That
No, cool,
is.
bro. What in the world? Okay. Obviously, she's going through some stuff. We get it. Yes, she should be more responsive, but there was an option here that, although expensive, did not result in cutting all her hair.
Correct, correct.
So you could have done 1 hour of said thing because we don't know how many hours it could have taken. She's 4, so I
There
can't imagine she has a lot of hair.
she's 4 and it's only been a week since her hair
Right.
wasn't detangled. So there's no way it would have taken more than 2 hours. Probably not even more
Right.
than 1 hour if we're being
Yeah, I'm
serious,
thinking it
but
would be an
let's say
hour.
2 hours, $100. Your sister can pay you back or not, whatever.
I think it's extreme to go full shave. Like, that's extreme. Yeah, I'm sure it hurts, but
It is extreme. I mean, yeah. It also seems like, I mean, maybe I'm trying to think because like so this person thinks that maybe it has been a week since the sister hasn't brushed the hair, but as people with curly hair, your hair doesn't get to that level of mattedness and extreme mattedness in a week. Like I feel like it maybe has been going on longer, and especially if this hospital like husband going to the hospital has sent the sister into such a tailspin that she can't take care of her child. I feel like there's been something going on there before that, like maybe the sister needs help in other ways, but I feel like even though the OP was like trying to help clearly and stuff, like maybe just going back to see your sister and saying like, "Hey, because it seems like you live in the same place, like just be like,
right.
we need to do something about her hair. We can shave it off, or we can pay to have it uh, worked on by a professional." It probably would hurt, honestly, to have it detangled if it's so matted, but I do think that's a decision the mom should make. I don't know. This is actually really sad. I mean, obviously it's
It's
hair and
very
it'll grow
sad.
back, but
Yeah. And then the kid is fine, but it's definitely a lot of mental health issues here that have to be addressed. And you doing that under her care, it just does seem really daunting. And like, is the husband the father because he's back, but is the needs that he needs so hard that he can't pick up a phone either when called? Like, I don't know. There seems to be a lot of things here, and I do feel that the original poster, I do think they went too far. Even if they're like,
Yeah.
well, I called and texted, like,
It is, I mean, I don't know. It is also kind of hard to put your like I'm not a parent. I do not have children. I have a dog and I have plants. But I do think, like, let's say someone had my dog for 3 days, not answering phone calls and texts from the person who is taking care of your child, that's actually fucked up, because your immediate thought after being tried to, like, they've tried to contact you so much, has to be like, something happened to my kid, or like maybe something happened to my kid. I get that not everyone is like an anxious mess like I am, but like, after a few repeated calls, you would perhaps start to worry and call back. And so in that regard, I do think that the mom, something is going on. Like,
something definitely is
this
going on
is
with the
definitely a
mom.
symptom of like a much larger
Yeah.
problem. And so I feel for everyone in the situation, but yeah, it's really shitty. Man, that sucks.
Oosh.
I
As
hope the
someone who
baby
also got
gets
their
shot.
hair shaved when I was a child,
I forgot
it's
about
not
your head
great.
shaving.
But uh yeah, my mom actually did it and kept me baldy for several years. She was like,
You
it's too much work.
looked so cute. Is that why she shaved it? Because it was too much work?
No, she shaved it because me and my brother decided that playing salon would be a great idea. So he got hairspray and the scissors, and then would spray hairspray and then cut the chunk where he would spray the hairspray on my head. And I was like,
Mm.
more spray, more spray. And I still remember this. And when my mom got into the room, she was like, huh, well, guess guess we got to even it out. And so she had my head shaved, and then I was bald for like maybe 3 years or so. She just kept doing
So
it.
she kept
Now,
shaving it.
yeah, I don't remember the shaving parts. I remember the me saying more spray, and then there's a memory of me when I was like in pre-K with short hair, and then it looked like in kindergarten she let it grow long, but just
Oh man,
out
I always
here.
forget that. I always forget that because I did. So I did think that the story had something to do with your brother cutting your hair. I didn't remember that you were
An
involved in it
active participant.
actively.
Mhm.
I mean, you were a baby,
Yes,
but
more spray
um,
because I'm playing salon. You have to tell the stylist what you
of
want.
course you have to know what you want.
Right.
Um, but I do recall now that most of the pictures of you from that age, you don't have hair.
No hair, no hair. And then
But now
boom,
you know
hair.
you look good bald. I mean, as a
Dude,
baby, I
as
guess.
a child with a little head, now I have a big ass head. Probably not. But
Oh
I
my god.
as you have mentioned, this has been a very hair specific episode. But you mentioned at the beginning you want to cut your hair. I've been just cutting little
Oh.
bits here and there
Oh.
last
Wow.
couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
Well, you know, last haircut I had was a professional. And she was like, "Oh, I see where you cut your own hair." I'm like, "Yes, let's not focus on that. I just told you that. First of all, you don't
Yes.
get a prize for knowing that I cut my own hair. I literally said I came here because I cut my own hair and I need your help."
In
So,
21, I had two little ponytails and I thought they were
mhm.
so cute. So I had to cut them because the elastic wouldn't just come off.
Oh.
And I cut a super long strand of my hair. Like it was literally this long. I was like, huh. So a
Mm.
little alfalfa was happening out there when I did get it cut. Or I was getting it straightened in 22. The lady was like, "Oh yeah, I see where you cut it, girl." I was like, at
Mm-mm-mm.
least they grew
I
back. Like, I'm sure
Yes,
it's
it
longer
grows
now.
back,
It
as
grows back.
I mentioned. Um, Okay, let's do one more, maybe.
That's fine.
Um, this is so stupid.
No.
Ugh. Am I the asshole for disposing my pads in my boyfriend's bathroom? What? You have to be a child. Um, my boyfriend, 23 male, and I,
Yes.
18 female.
These
Yeah,
are
no, okay.
children. Yes.
Have been together for almost 3 months now, and this is the first time I've spent the night over at his flat while I was on my period. Since
Oh, not the
yesterday, I've been changing.
British.
Mm-hmm. I've been changing my pads in his bathroom, and each time I wrap the used pad in a plastic wrapper and put it in the trash can. Thank you for explaining how you dispose of a pad. The trash can has a lid, and there's a plastic garbage bag in there, so the pad was touching nothing but the trash that was already inside. Again, also explaining how trash cans work. Oh my god, so bad. Okay, I genuinely didn't think it was a big deal until my boyfriend took out the trash this morning and noticed the plastic wrappers in the bag. He knew they were the packaging for my pads because he had seen them before, and quite outraged, he asked whether my used pads were also in that bag. I told him yes, and he dropped the bag, calling me disgusting and telling me to take out the trash myself. I did, but then asked him where else I should have put my pads, and he told me I could have just kept them in my purse until I got home. I'm staying at his place for 3 nights because we both have some time off, and I wasn't going to keep my used pads in my bag for days on end. He stated that he didn't want my blood all over his trash and that I should find another way to dispose of my pads
I'm
ASAP.
sorry. I think I'm having an aneurysm as I'm reading this.
I don't think my attempt of an explanation as to why period blood isn't as disgusting as he thinks it is got through to him, and he's quite set on his opinion. I think he was a bit childish, you think? Because I don't understand how an adult straight man, it doesn't matter if he's a straight man or not, can be so disgusted by period blood, but when I texted my brother, 19 male, about it, he sided with my boyfriend. As I've been outnumbered, I wanted to see whether other people also believe what I did was an asshole move. Now, girl,
This is
if you don't.
precisely why men have got to stop making decisions on women's bodies. This is a great
Hello?
example. Y'all don't know how this process works. And you're literally, first of all, stop dating him. Period.
Immediately.
Actually, period, pun intended. Secondly, all men are weird about pads and periods, and y'all need to stop because the shit is natural. And on top of that, just take the trash out, you dumb ass. And girl, don't spend your time at his place. I am so mad. I've never, like,
It's what I don't understand is that it's first of all, it's trash. It's in the trash can. I don't actually expect to interact with my trash once I put it in the
right.
trash can. That's the reason it's in the trash can in a trash bag. So like why are you first of all like going through the trash anyway, you fucking weirdo? Uh Second of all, it's I'm just curious, and I feel like I know the answer to this. I know I know the answer to this, but like, what if you had a really bad cut on your arm and you were bleeding a lot, and so you went through like a lot of like paper towels and band-aids and stuff, and you put those in the trash because they're trash? Would your boyfriend have the same reaction? No, he wouldn't, because he doesn't consider like some people who are very stupid and ignorant consider period blood to be like this like nasty sort of like morally unclean thing, which is so like what is going on in your head? Also, let's not forget that the other 3 weeks out of the month, these people are fine sticking their dicks in the same place where the grossness comes from. So like, calm the fuck down,
I'm
okay?
just like, they're
If
just
you
so
don't
dumb. They're just so dumb. And you have the audacity to drop it and then tell, girl,
keep it in your purse.
keep it in your purse. That is your I hope you get no other women for the rest of your life. That's what I hope. But the fact of the matter is, I know he's going to get them. I know he's going to impregnate them. I know he's going to have
Oh no.
spawn
What if he
because
has
it's
daughters?
the dumbest people tend to be the most fertile. And I
Oh.
just don't understand. And it infuriates me. And I hate everybody. And this is the worst am I the asshole ever. Girl, you are not. You're
Y'all,
not the asshole.
if your
Your boyfriend's
partner
dumb.
cannot even handle a not even a I just want to make it clear when you dispose of a period, whatever, a pad, a tampon, whatever, and you put it in the wrapper or wrap it up or whatever, the blood is not exposed. So he's not even seeing it. He doesn't even have to see it. So already that's like, okay. Second, there could be a possibility in the future that he does have to interact with period blood. And how is he going to act then? What if you have an accident, like you leak in the bed? What is he gonna throw up? Is he gonna burn down
He's
the
gonna
apartment?
burn. He's
The
gonna burn
flat,
down.
rather.
He's
Um,
gonna burn down the couch. He's gonna say no.
like,
You should
what
have kept it in your
happens
body.
when he
I,
gets married
no,
and, things happen till death do us part? At some point, you may have to be changing your partner's diapers, like doing a lot of things to interact with their bodily functions. And if
no.
you cannot handle a wrapped pad in a trash can, you no. Wow, this is upsetting. I hate
You
this so
see how
much.
she explained how these things work because they literally don't know how.
I know. I was mad. I was like, why are you going through the process of telling us how you put your trash away? But I see it. I get it now. It's still
It's
insane
outrageous.
and it's crazy. The part that I hate so much is when these men, her partner and then her sibling, make her and a lot of women who write in these crazy things make them feel so dumb and sort of like gaslight
Mm-hmm.
them into thinking like perhaps I am unreasonable. No, they're idiots and they are banking on you believing them and taking that in and internalizing them and
And
feeling
she's
whatever shame about your body that they want you to feel because they're small and ignorant.
and
Gross.
she's
Like,
so
no.
young. Like literally, you're
She's
18, girl.
18 and
You shouldn't even
he's
have to be there. He's
I just
23.
don't understand. Like, it's trash. Put him in the trash. Ugh.
Yes, throw him away, girl.
This is so
I'm so
upsetting.
upset. I'm so
Mm.
bad. I feel so bad for her because she really is sitting there like, am I wrong? Like, did
I mean,
I
yeah,
mess
she's
up?
literally 18. Nope, nope, nope. Sorry that you are a person with bodily functions that a lot of other people, half the population, have gone through, will go through, whatever. Please do dump this man. It's only been 3 months, so better that you know it now because you don't have to waste any more time. 3 months is
Right.
nothing. Please move on.
Ugh.
Wow.
Keep it in
Okay.
your purse. Well, where do we go from here? I guess to the trash.
Yeah, I
I
guess
don't know.
that's that.
Well, I have a funny story that I think is
Okay.
funny to tell. So I was on a TikTok and I saw this person. I want to say their name is Lee with the locks, but I'm not too sure. So I apologize if you do hear this, but this was a funny story. So he's like, I want to tell you a story where I called the pizza. I got a pizza delivery so that my neighbor can catch her boyfriend cheating on her. So
Huh?
he was like, yeah, I was hanging out and in my apartment one day with my friend Jonathan, and we were hanging out outside, and we could hear our neighbors fighting. And when the woman left, he was like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep now. And about 20 minutes later, he heard a lot of like sex noises. And he was like, it was crazy because it was like a horse and it was so loud and I didn't know what to do. And I was like, this is, that's messed up, but it is not my business. But he was like, I sleep during the day because I work the night shift. And it was every day they kept doing this. And I told my man, Jonathan, I was like, Jonathan, this is outrageous. He got somebody in there every day and I'm trying to sleep. And Jonathan's like, man, leave that couple alone. Don't worry about them. That's none of your business. And he's like, I'm gonna try to figure this out. So he knew that the lady worked at the pizzeria. So he was like, I'm gonna order pizza so that she can come and hear them while they're doing it. So the first two times he ordered, it wasn't her. But on the third time, it was her. And when she comes in, she can hear what he called Seabiscuit having sex upstairs. And so she's like, what the hell? So she goes up there. She's like, boom, 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 boom. And you can hear all this fighting. He was like, it was loud. And then all of a sudden I see a body fall out the window. And he's like, oh shit. And when he looks in the bushes, it's his man, Jonathan. Jonathan Jonathan was Seabiscuit. Jonathan was who the neighbor was sleeping with while the neighbor was the woman was at work. And he goes, me and Jonathan are as cool as we used to be. But I was like, of course not. And then he goes, but I do get free pizza now and then.
Oh my god!
It was a great story.
Not expecting that twist.
Super twist. So there you
Happy
go.
Happy Pride, y'all. Happy Pride. Happy Pride.
It was a great story. A great story.
Should we wrap this up?
Let's.
Good, because I'm hungry and I have to go pick it.
Oh, what? It sounded like I had to go pick it. I was like, what the hell? But pick it. Got it.
I have to go pick my food. I did put those things together. Yes. I'm hungry and I need to eat before I go pick it.
Pick it. Yes, on the strike line, everybody who didn't get it. Yes, there it is.
I feel like everyone knows what I'm talking about. I have to go to the picket lines.
There it is. Well, what are you looking forward to? Or what?
My birthday!
Your birthday! Happy birthday to you.
No. Last year, apparently, I forgot this until we were trying to plan our recording today. Last year, we recorded on my birthday, I think.
We did.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my birthday. I decided at the very last minute, because I am a crazy person, to celebrate my birthday for the first time in years with like my friends. And so I decided at a very last minute, send out some invites. And some people are free, which is good. I feel like people, so my birthday's in the summer ish. It's technically spring, but my birthday is prime people going out of town for weddings time. And at least in my 20s, when a lot of people were getting married, I feel like my friends were never in town for my birthday. Now it's more like people are just going on vacation in the summer, whatever. All of this to say that I wasn't sure if I was going to have a lot of people come. I think we're going to have a good, decent amount. We are doing karaoke. I was thinking about renting a spot in Koreatown, at like one of the private karaoke rooms, but then it ended up working out. My friend has access to this private venue that she said we could use for like super cheap that has like a karaoke setup and they have a bar.
Oh, that's why you were like, I gotta meet the caterer.
Yeah, they have a bar. So we are getting a an on-site taco setup. So someone's gonna be there.
You're having a party.
I know, girl. Literally, like I went from like, should I do something? And then suddenly we're having a caterer and getting a bartender. And
it's a function.
It's a function. And I keep trying to tell people though, I'm like, it's going to be small. It's just, we're doing a lot for a small group. But I don't know. With the way we see it is like, we haven't had any party since before COVID. And back before COVID, we used to at least do one big party a year, which was our Derby de Mayo party, Kentucky Derby / Cinco de Mayo. We haven't done that in years. We thought about, we were going to try to do it again this year, but we didn't get it together in time. So we're kind of just lumping this as like my birthday, but also like, you know, the budget we would have put towards a Derby party, we're putting it towards this. So hopefully it's fun, and if it's
gonna be fantastic.
I'm gonna be drunk either way.
It's gonna be phenomenal. You're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be lovely. Yay!
Yeah. So, how about you? What are you looking forward to, and or what brought you joy?
I am looking forward to traveling. I'm traveling to San Francisco. So I'll be in your state, but I won't see you.
I know. I had it in my calendar.
Sad.
It's been in my calendar since you mentioned it ages ago because
Yeah,
we had talked about us maybe meeting up, but that's not going to happen.
it's not gonna
Um,
happen. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
But yeah, so I have
so
that, and then yeah, so I'll be there, and then DC. So yeah, I'm excited, and then
mm.
more travel. So we have to look to at the next calendar of when we're gonna record again, because
Girl, you and this all this travel.
all
Maybe
this
we need a summer
travel.
hiatus.
So I'm looking forward to that, and then yeah, then when I get to go back to California, which I do need to talk to you about.
About what?
Going back to California. Yes.
Oh, like for a trip to see me.
Yeah, for a trip to see you. And so my present to my goddaughter Allison is to take her on a trip. And so she can
Oh,
pick the city. And she
okay.
picked LA. So potentially it would be
Weird.
that. But yeah,
Weird.
she picked it. I was like,
Why
listen,
would she pick it? I would discourage
she's
her
never
from that.
been. She's never been. So that's why. And we're not doing Florida because I'm boycotting Florida. Sorry.
I just feel like, yeah, I wish I could boycott Florida, but like some of my favorite family members live there, my grandparents. So I will probably be visiting Florida at some point in the next year. But yeah, I mean, whatever, we can figure that out. At least cool, I
Hmm.
guess, for a child.
Yeah. She's a
She's
baby.
18.
She's 18. Mhm.
A child.
A
Um,
child.
she'll have to find like an all ages club. I don't think they do those here.
Oh, I
Uh,
don't even know if she's ever been to a club. I didn't even think about that. I
Does she
thought
have a
she
fake
just wanted
ID?
to
No.
see.
I don't know
I
if she
just,
wants to go to a club. She probably
yeah,
doesn't.
I don't know if she wants to go to a club. She's never been to even like she went to prom. That's about it. So
Mm,
I don't know. But you know
mm.
what she did say? It was so funny. It was like, why are we the same person? She goes, if we do LA, I want to go to Erewhon. She
You
wants to get.
guys,
I
first of all, it's
know
Erewhon. It's Erewhon.
Erewhon. She wants to get.
Erewhon.
Why
What?
did you
I
yell it
I will
twice?
not be taking you to Erewhon.
She wants to go there because there's like some kind of sushi thing, sushi
There's like
NATO or
really
sushi
good
something.
sushi in LA at actual sushi bars, not at a grocery store. Now I'm mad.
Yeah, I can tell. What I'm saying is,
Whatever. I'm not. I
relax.
will be removed from that narrative. You guys can go to that. I will not be taking you there. This is your trip with her, so I will not be involved. Y'all can come see me, but I'm not in this.
You want to be a part of this,
I do not
but
actually. I do
you
not.
have to be a part of it because you have to tell us where to go.
Bitch, no, I don't. She has to
Uh-huh.
look up where to go. I'm not. No, no. I'm not doing the logistics for your godmother goddaughter trip. No, fucking no. Absolutely not.
OMG!
Stop it. You're getting my blood pressure too high the day before my birthday. Let me enjoy this day, please.
Why
I
are you
was
like
gonna
this?
delete this part, and now I'm gonna keep it in because it's come full circle, and I want people to know how mad I got.
Stop! You're making me laugh too much. I have to use the restroom.
Oh, okay. Well, let's wrap it up. My dog has to use the restroom as well. The restroom is outside for my dog. I just want to be clear.
What?
Nature's restroom.
Oh my god, that was what that
I thought
boyfriend
that
was
was a
gonna
weird.
say.
I thought that was a weird way to say that I have to take my dog on a walk. Is my dog has to use the restroom?
What is happening? We have derailed. We have derailed. Goodbye. I'll see you soon.
Thanks for listening to Get Funny.
We hope you laughed.
But if you didn't,
We did.
we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
We killed it.
Crushed it.